Choosing the right keyboard for your iPad can completely change the way you use it. But depending on if you want it to be an all-in-one keyboard case, or if you want to use it as a Bluetooth keyboard, then you're going to have a couple things you need to consider. So today we're going to put the Bluetooth Apple Magic Keyboard head to head with the iPad Apple Magic Keyboard case to help you decide which one is right for you. I do want to say, depending on the iPad model you have, you'll need a different Magic Keyboard case. So make sure you check links in the description below for the correct case for your iPad model. So what I love about the Apple Magic Keyboard for the iPad Air and the iPad Pro is it's an ultimate all-in-one case, and it also has a pass-through USB-C port on the side of it. So this is just super sleek and minimal, but it does add significant weight to the iPad, and it bulks it up without adding a ton of protection on the side of it. So it's not really a case for protection as much as it's a case that just kind of keeps the screen from getting scuffed and keeps the back from getting scuffed. It's still got the camera cut out as well. And of course, you can still plug accessories in on the side of this. Depending on if you get the 11 or 13-inch iPad, it's going to change the size of the keys. And the 11-inch ones are a little bit smaller than the ones of the standard Apple Magic Keyboard. You also get half-size function buttons instead of the full-size ones like the Bluetooth keyboard. One cool thing is this just uses the smart connector. So to set it up, you just have to attach it, and then it's automatically paired. No Bluetooth required. The Magic Keyboard for the iPad Air does not have backlighting. The one for the iPad Pro does. The iPad Pro keyboard case also has an aluminum top on it, which is very premium feeling, especially if you compare it to the Bluetooth one. The other cool thing about the Magic Keyboard is it does add a trackpad as well, which allows you to use the cursor with iPad OS, which I find to be a true laptop-like experience. I also find you can get pretty good typing performance on this, and the trackpad and scissor switch keys feel just like a MacBook. But whenever you compare this side by side to the Bluetooth Magic Keyboard, you can definitely tell, especially with the 11-inch one, the keys are a little bit more crammed and they're also smaller as well. Let's do a quick typing test. I have links for these keyboards, keyboard cases, iPad stands, and mouses all in the description below. So both of them are pretty comfortable to type on, and they both have those scissor style keys that feel very familiar, especially if you're used to using a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro. But I do find I'm able to type faster with the Bluetooth Magic Keyboard just because the keys are a little bit bigger. So I do really like the Magic Keyboard. The hinge on it works really nice, and I love that this has so many features it builds in. The keyboard, the trackpad, the stand, the pass-through charging port, all those are really nice. The couple drawbacks to it though is it's pretty heavy and bulky. And also, if you want to use this in tablet mode, then you're going to have to actually take your iPad off if you want to hold your iPad like an iPad. So that's definitely a con to using the Magic Keyboard. And there's also no way you can use this wirelessly with the iPad. So if you want the iPad further away and to be able to type, you're just out of luck because you're going to have to use it right next to it. So let's talk some about the Bluetooth Magic Keyboard. This one is really designed to be used with Mac computers. Has a USB-C port on the back of it for charging and recharging. To put it into pairing mode, you have to actually flip the power switch off and on a couple times. That'll activate Bluetooth pairing mode. With the computers, you can pair it using the USB-C port. If you plug it into the USB-C port of the iPad, it will work, but that's not actually going to Bluetooth pair it. The main issue I have with the Bluetooth Magic Keyboard is if you want to use this with other computers, you're actually going to have to unpair it from all the computers this has been paired with before you can put it in pairing mode to use it with your iPad. If you pair it with your iPad, then you connect it to another computer, you're going to have to go through the process all over again. So that's definitely more annoying. The nice thing about this keyboard is this one is $150 if you get the one with Touch ID, but Touch ID is not going to do anything on the iPad. It'll just lock the iPad. You can get the standard Magic Keyboard with no Touch ID button for $100. The Apple Magic Keyboard cases typically cost between $270 and $300 for the 11-inch version, or they're $330 to $350 for the 13-inch version. So this is way cheaper than getting this, but you will have to get a trackpad separately. You can always get the Apple Magic Trackpad. This one goes for $130, or the Apple Magic Mouse is also another great option to use with the iPad. This is going to allow you to use your iPad in more of a desktop-like setup where you can put it on a stand. I really like this one Satechi sent me because it uses a single USB cord and it adds a couple of great ports to the back of it to turn this into a little mini desktop setup. This is also really nice because you can have this, put the iPad off wherever you want and be able to type on it. And then you can always pick the iPad up and use it separately as an iPad as well. This is just going to mean you have to pack everything separately instead of having it packed all together like the Apple Magic Keyboard case. There are some advantages to using the Magic Keyboard or really other Bluetooth keyboards as well though. You can use it anywhere and you can use it with any device. With the iPad keyboard case, you can only use it with an iPad, but with this you can use it with an iPad, a Mac, a PC. You could also always pair it with your Apple TV as well. And also, it's just a little bit more annoying to travel with the Bluetooth keyboard. You'll have to get some sort of case for this and a case for your iPad as well. I have found the Bluetooth connection on the Magic Keyboard with Bluetooth is rock solid though. I never had any issues with this staying connected to the iPad once I got it paired. But just like with the other Apple devices, it is very annoying to deal with going back and forth from a Bluetooth device on a computer to running Bluetooth with the iPad. If you really want to use a Bluetooth keyboard with your computer and an iPad, that's when I recommend getting something like the Logitech MX Keys Mini, because it has dedicated device pairing buttons that makes it really easy to go back and forth between using a desktop and using your iPad. Their MX Master 3S and MX Anywhere 3S mouses are also great options with the multi-device functionality. Unfortunately, if you want to get a great trackpad to use with your iPad, the Apple Magic Trackpad is the only one available by itself that works well with it. Logitech does have a Casa trackpad, but you have to get a whole stand and another keyboard with it too. So for most users, I'd say the Apple Magic Trackpad is still the way to go. So if you're trying to decide between the keyboard case or the Bluetooth Magic Keyboard, I think there's a couple things you need to consider. If you want to use your iPad as a laptop replacement and you want a seamless, integrated experience, that's when you need to go for the Magic Keyboard. But if you want to have a more flexible setup, you want to save a little bit of money, and if you find yourself using your iPad as a standalone tablet, then a Bluetooth keyboard is going to be a better choice as well. It's also worth noting, if you do have the iPad mini, there is no keyboard case for it, so that's another area where you'll have to get the Magic Keyboard or any Bluetooth keyboard instead. The biggest drawback to the Bluetooth Magic Keyboard is it's less integrated into your actual iPad setup. So you're gonna have to remember to charge this and remember to pack this, and you're also probably gonna want an external mouse to use with your iPad as well, which again is just one more thing you have to keep charged and paired separately. So which would you pick, the Bluetooth Magic Keyboard or the Magic Keyboard case? Let me know in the comments what you think, what your preferred setup is. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.